Greetings fellow 50p collectors, Coin Snatcher here. Got an update on the 50p collection. The Royal Mail have decided to deliver 3 of the outstanding coins that they have. So I was going to have a rant, but I've decided not to have a rant on this video. So I thought I might do something slightly different just to start this video off. Everybody should get a little bit of a laugh out of this. If you're under 18, probably advisable that you look away. So I have a good friend of mine who is on TikTok, Anne Relena, and I work with her as well, but she watches my videos and we go out and have a drink together, have something to eat together, that sort of thing, so it's all very nice. But she knows that I do find my teddy bears quite amusing, especially the likes of the bad taste bears that I collect. You may have seen a few of those pop up in some of the videos. So Anne Relena, she does enjoy jetting off to New York every so often and having herself a little holiday. And she went to New York a couple of weeks ago and she went to the Museum of Sex. So she brought me back a present from the Museum of Sex, and quite funnily it ties in with my collection of bears, which I find funny. So what have we got here? The first little thing, oh, here's your gift, motherfucker. 8 pieces of fruit gums. So that's just the kind of friendship we have. We find that quite funny. But this is what she brought me back from the Museum of Sex. So this is a little teddy bear that's going to join my collection, and it's part of the Museum of Sex. I think the shop where you can buy bits and pieces is called Funland. But if you're under 18, look away. What we should find with our little bear is that he's not a normal bear at all. He's not the sort of bear that you're going to go to Harrods and pick up, because he is in fact quite well hung as far as bears go. So he's a nice brown colour, but he's got a big blue cock. No easy way of saying that, really. So I'm going to have to find somewhere to put my bear up. Can't help but laugh when I look at this. He's anatomically correct, so to speak. So I'm going to find somewhere to put the bear up in the room where he's possibly not going to cause too much offence. But I think it's really, really cute. I think it's pretty funny, like quite amusing. So there he is. He's a bad taste bear. Got his bits out, and he must be a bit cold. He must have been in England for a bit long because his willies turned blue. But anyhow, there we go. So a little bit of humour just to start this video off. And if you hear me chewing at any time, I'm chewing on the fruit gum pieces that I got. So there we go, a couple of items from the Museum of Sex in New York. So let's have a look and see what we can add into the 50p collection today. So recently Popjoy Mint had an offer on. Some of their coins were 50% off, and one of the sets of coins that I was missing was the David Walliams, the World of David Walliams. It was a 7-coin set. Now at the time I went on the website, I thought it was only a 5-coin set. Oh, excuse me. And then after looking on eBay, I realised it was a 7-coin set, and there was 2 of them that I was missing. So I managed to pick up one of the coins that I was missing, and it was this one here. It's the boy in the dress, and there you have the design on the coin. So I'm not the biggest fan of these coins, to be honest with you, but simply got to have them in the collection because they're 50p's. Nice artwork, nice graphics on it, and they come from the Popjoy Mint. So you got standard diameter, standard weight. The issue limit on these is 7,500, which is considerably high for a Popjoy Mint coin. Most of the Popjoy Mint coins are around 1,750. So quite a high mintage, but we've added this one into the collection, and there's just one more that I have to track down. I think it might be Awful Auntie. Not 100% sure, but to be honest, I haven't had a look for it yet. So I will double check that, and when I find one of those, purchase that and get it into the collection as well. So there we go. So that's the first coin we're going to add in. Now the second coin we're going to add into the collection today is of course to do with these Isle of Man Christmas 50p's that we have in front of us. As you're aware, if you've been watching the videos, I've been going through the collection and trying to get as many of these in the various die marks as possible. So the coin we have in front of us is the airplane coin, as I would call it. I think it's bringing the Christmas mail. It's the 1985. Pretty sure it's the de Havilland aeroplane. And these three coins that we have in front of us, if we have a little zoom in, just over on the left hand side, that has an AA die mark. So on this coin here, the AA die mark is over here. It's quite low down. One A is close to the rim of the coin. There's a space between the A's, and the second A on the right is slightly lower. Then on this coin, the two little A's are tucked right up here. And if you look carefully at this, if I can get the camera to focus, take my finger away, we'll focus in a bit more because this is important. So you can see the way the two A's sit underneath the little line. There's just a line that goes above the top of the two A's. And then if we go over, we have the third coin, and you'll see the A's are much further down and they're much more over to the right. So there are 4 different varieties of this coin that are known with the AA die mark. Get that back in focus. And today the 4th coin arrived. So we can take these 2 coins away because the die marks on those are completely different. But if we put these 2 together and we have a little zoom in on them. So there's the one on the right that I already had. And if we zoom over, here's the one on the left, which is the new coin that's arrived today. So the important thing to look for on this particular coin is the left hand A from the AA die mark. Now, if you look on the middle of this A, you'll see that it's quite pointy, and it sits a lot higher up than the right hand A. In fact, the middle peak of the left hand A is nearly touching the wing. And then just for reference, if we go over to this one, you'll see that the left hand A, the middle peak, is much further down. So this is happily the 4th die mark coin. So it's taken a while to track this one down, because when you're buying off eBay, the pictures generally can be quite hard to make out. So as you'll see with my videos, quite often I I end up buying the same coin twice. But luckily this time we got the right coin. So we can pop one of those in there, one of those in there, and one of those in there, and then the last coin goes in there. So as far as I'm aware, that is the 4 different variations of that particular coin. And what remains for me to do is to occasionally check and just make sure that there's no other variations of that die mark. It doesn't want to play ball and go back in, unfortunately. Oh, it's playing right hard to get. And there we go. Right, so let's pop that out. Let's pop him in there. And no, let's pop that lid on there, and then that might be the one that needs to go in there, and then the final one to go over there. So if we have a little look down here, we've got the trains, and then we've got the de Havilland airplanes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versions now of the 1985 de Havilland Christmas 50p coin. So great stuff, and plenty more die marks to go with these coins. We're on to 2 trays at the minute. We've got 4 coins in the 3rd tray, but I've got a funny feeling this 3rd tray might be pretty close to full by the time we finish off this die run. So the next coin we'll have to have a look at is possibly one of my favourite Christmas 50p's from this collection, and it's the 1983 Model T Ford Christmas 50p. Now, if you watched one of my videos quite recently, I did an update on this video, on this set of coins, whereby I was lucky enough to find, if I just get these two out here, I'm not going to take these out of the capsules because these are the diamond proof coins, so I don't really want to be touching them. So on this one we can see we have the BB die mark just under the feet, and if you look at it, the left hand B starts under the middle of the three legs, and then the second B is quite tied to that. And then if we go over to this one, you can see that the two B's start over in the very left hand of the three legs. So these are in fact two BB die mark coins, but the die marks are in different places. So I don't even think that this is listed in the book as being two different die mark coins. But just because I have two doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep searching and see if there's a third. And indeed there is a third. So if we, excuse my hands on the camera. So if we have a little look at this one in a bit more detail, we can see that the two B's, you got the B that starts in the middle of the foot and goes over to the left hand side. So if we pop this other one beside it, it's pretty clear to see that the right hand B on this starts directly under the leg, but the right hand B on this one is much more over to the left. So if we take that coin away and we pop it up to the other BB coin, so again if we have a look here, you can see the two B's are under the first and second leg, and in this one the two B's are under the second and third leg. So very happy to announce that as it transpires, we have three different versions now of the 1983 BB die mark Model T Ford coin. I don't know if there's any more. I will keep checking, but I think once I've got three of them, that might be all there is, and I might be looking at die marks on other years now on other coins. There's no point in continuously looking at the same year. But ever so happy to have three different die marks now, and I would say the bear's happy as well. He's a bit excited, so I better not show you him on camera. But there we go, we've got a new 1983 BB diamond finish coin. We've got a 1985 de Havilland AA die mark coin, number 4 out of 4. We have the David Williams, the boy in the dress, the 50p, number 6 out of 7 in that set. So there's still a few more coins to come. I'm genuinely not sure if they're going to arrive between Christmas or not. We've also ordered the 2022 Memorial Brilliant Uncirculated set, which has the the 22/26 privy mark on it. So we'll get that at some point as well. And then at some point, if they come up on eBay, I've got to get the Hogwarts Express strike your own coin, the color coin, and yeah, there's still plenty to go. And then of course we go into 2023 and there'll be a whole new set of coins, the year set, and of course there'll be new 50p's to start and collect as well. So great stuff. That's it for this video. Peace and love from me and the bear, and we'll see you next time for more fun and games with the 50p collection. Take care. Coin Snatcher out.